Welcome, Pampamesayok Shaman Schools, to Shaman's Community, your online portal to receive your lessons between your in-person classes. I'm Rosa when I'm wearing my techie hat, and my shamanic name is Flamicia, which I use when I'm supporting people's healing journeys, as well as when I'm writing from the hearth lessons for classes. I would like to introduce you to the use of this portal and walk you through the steps so that you can flow through it more smoothly. But before I walk you through the technical steps of accessing your lessons, I just want to have a little word about Stephen and my choice to use this format, working with a website that is specifically geared to releasing lessons to students. If you are tired of, constantly looking at a screen, I totally understand that. Some students have expressed that concern. So I would invite you just to close your eyes and listen. You've seen my face. You don't need to see it the whole time. You just close your eyes, relax, and listen while I'll give you a little bit of a explanation and try to help you understand what our purpose is in providing you with lessons in this format. I live in Cusco in the Andean mountains of Peru. And here in the mountains we have the Pampamasayoks and perhaps a few living Altomasayoks who practice the healing techniques that we are teaching here in Pampamesayok Shaman School. And not so far away is the tropical rainforest, the Amazon jungle, where other shamans live that also work with shamanic methods for healing. And in the traditional village setting, where shamanism has thrived for tens of thousands of years, the apprentice lives in the community with, in close proximity with the shaman that's teaching them. And they walk side by side along the shaman in his or her life, assisting for many years before they then step into the healing facilitator role. And as for the online portal, I'd like to talk a little bit about the wonderful benefits it offers. Since we don't live in a village context and we can't just walk, alongside, grandpa or grandma and just follow her daily life and absorb the training the way that people still do in the remote villages here in Peru. We have this wonderful benefit, this wonderful advantage because this website allows us to provide these trainings to people from far and wide. The geography isn't a limit, except for the cost of traveling to the in-person classes. But as far as between classes, this can reach you anytime, any place. And I really want to emphasize that the lesson is energetic transmission. It's not so much just transmitting information, It's energetic. So Stephen and I have lovingly and carefully crafted welcome pages to create a space where we are online on this online portal, reaching out energetically to give you a warm welcome, a warm hug, and let you know that our hearts are with you, so you can feel that heart-to-heart connection before you go and open the PDF and begin to read. This is really important, since we're not going to go traveling all over the place to just hand you in person, not ding dong, knock on the door, here's your lesson, let's give you a hug. It's kind of like a virtual hug that we have created. And of course, I understand if you're busy. Busy lives are the reality of the modern age. So it's okay if you just skim the page and just take a moment to breathe in and feel the energy. So before I walk you through the portal and take you through the steps of accessing your lessons, I'm going to invite you just to take 2 minutes to come into the present moment and to relax and allow yourself to be fully present, calm, and peaceful to receive this training. And I invite you to do this every time you approach the portal. Because I know life can be like a rushing river raging past. Sometimes it feels like a whitewater river and with so many overwhelming things to do. But I promise you that if you just, every time you approach the portal, if you just take a minute or two just to breathe deeply, let go of your worries and concerns, come into the present moment, just letting that river flow past you while you stay balanced and secure on the shore, you will find the emotional resources, the mental clarity, the emotional balance, the inner peace to be able to navigate that river of life once you have to go back into the kayak and navigate it. So for now, I'm going to invite you to join me in 2 deep breaths, allowing our minds to become like a peaceful stream that's floating through a green forest, so that we can receive the lessons with an open heart and a calm mind. So breathing in deep, being in the present moment, this nourishing, beautiful moment, and breathing out slow, relaxing the body, letting go of all the tension you may be holding in your shoulders, your jaw, your chest, your legs, and breathing in deep, this nourishing, beautiful moment, and breathing out slow, letting all your thoughts just wash away down into Pachamama, where she receives it with love so that you don't have to hold it anymore. Okay. Now I'm about to walk you through how to access your account and your lessons on the portal. But just want to say that in the course of showing you your around, walking you through it, I'd also like to point out more and more benefits of using an online learning system like the one that we've created. So the first thing that you should receive to enter the Shaman's community account with your Pampamesayok Shaman School is an email about your personal Shaman's community account. And you would open that and it would give you your username. In this case, I'm creating a fun little test student named Happy Go Lucky and a temporary password. And so this would give you the information you need for logging in. And then you would get an email after your class welcoming you to perhaps like the first Saturday lesson of the week. Actually, you'd get the welcome home email, but we're giving you this one. And on this email, in the first week after your South class, the first thing on these lists of links, it would be the link to your login page. So you must always click that first. Why? Because everybody has their unique account. Everybody has their personalized account on the learning portal. Soon there are going to be many schools with many different classes. So your personal account takes you to the class that you've enrolled in, and it follows your very personal user experience. So whatever classes that you have marked complete or not marked complete will be noted in your personal private account. This is the beautiful thing about an online learning portal. Somebody else may be faster or slower than you, but your account is yours, following your path. So you go back to your login details. In this case, the username is Happy Go Lucky, so we're going to put that in, and then the password is Shamans Are Great, and then you put that in. Shamans Are Great. You can click this little eye to see what it looks like, and always be sure to click I am not a robot. And sometimes it immediately gives you a green check mark, but sometimes you have to go through all of this trouble, but usually you don't. I don't know why it's giving me this difficulty right now, but there you are. Just making sure that it is safe. And look, most computers, laptops, and cell phones allow you to save the password. So please save it, because you're going to use it hopefully twice a week when you receive your emails inviting you to the lessons. And here it would immediately, after logging in, take you to a profile page so that you can quickly access your classes. Somebody else who has maybe enrolled in a different school, in a different class, would have other classes, courses listed on their profile page. So this is all very individualized. And, your first time ever accessing the course, each course, you will just have your name, and you'll be invited here to upload a photo. Click browse, and on your laptop or wherever, if you have a photo, you will upload it. But I've already uploaded this fun little character, and we're good to go. So the very first time you enter one of the 4 medicine wheel trainings, you have to go to this page, click here, and you get to the main page. Now, just scroll down. That's how long did that take? Half a second. To get to the course content here. And from here, you can access any course you want to. Now, I've set this up where the courses are not, South 5 is not available until next Saturday, Valentine's Day. So I've put dates on each one of these in this trial video to show you how it works. So at this point in time, the way I've set it up, all of these lessons are available until South 5. So if you wanted to start, you could start with South 1, or you could hop on over to South 4.5 greeting, whichever you want to use. You can immediately go directly to the lesson you want. Well, let's just go to South 1 for the fun of it. Okay, and here it is, the first lessons of the medicine wheel journey, and you would have received this. When you see a button like this and you put your cursor over it and it changes color, that means it's a link. So you click on the link, and what happens is it automatically provides you with a document. And you can always click over here on your computer, and perhaps there's another way to do it on your cell phone, depending whether it's iPhone or Android. That's for another lesson. But right now I'm just going to click right here, and you can see it will go. Here's the document. It's a PDF, and it'll go to your downloads folder, and you can save it so that you can look at it later, or you can send it to a printer and print it. Below that, then, of course, there are these lessons. You get a Saturday letter, you get From the Hearth, and you get news. Please be sure to watch your news pages, because they have important information. Let's go to the Saturday letter first. So here we are, and you click on this. And here's the Saturday letter. Be sure to download it. Many of these are set to automatically download, but if not, make sure you just download it. And I just want to show you, these main pages here are like a hug from me and from Stephen, welcoming you to the lesson. So even if you feel like you don't have time to read it all, just feel the energy. A warm hug, a warm greeting from me and from Stephen. And yeah, be sure not to miss the news pages. So after you've looked at the letter, you've downloaded it, hopefully, you must click, you are invited to click Mark Complete, because that helps the system know where you are, so that the next time you log in, it will take you to the very next one. Okay, the next lesson. So here you go to the next topic. Here's a From the Hearth lesson that shows up, downloaded, or it will immediately download depending on how the system is set. and you can read it now, or you can go offline and you can read it later. So let's go to the downloads folder. Now, some of you want to turn your Wi-Fi off when you're not using it. I totally understand that. I don't want to be bathed in electromagnetic frequencies either. So the beautiful thing is that you can be offline and still read your letters. And, just make sure that you have Adobe Acrobat downloaded on your computer, and it allows you access to reading all kinds of PDF documents. And so here you can, at your own timing and pace, whenever you're available, you can read this. So that's very, very nice. And you can also send this to a printer. Let me just show you. In the Nashville area, for example, you could send your PDF. You could send your PDF directly to FedEx or to the UPS store or to Office Depot or Office Max near you. You could even take it to your local library. Here, the Nashville Public Library has printing, or CVS. So there are many different services available in cities around the United States that allow you to print things onto physical paper. Certainly there are benefits. Neuroscientists have now discovered that reading on a physical book or physical paper has some impressive neurological benefits in allowing us to really receive and absorb the material. Send it to a printer if you don't have one. And one thing that could be very nice if you are busy and you have children is to go on Saturdays, take your family to your public library and let your children enjoy the books in the children's section while you print out your copy for the week and read your Saturday lesson. So these are some possibilities that you can take advantage of. Okay, so we've seen the Saturday lesson from Stephen, the From the Hearth lesson from Felicia, and let's mark them complete. And let's try that again. There you go. And it gives you the option to click to next topic here or next topic here. So I'm just going to click here on the top. We get two wonderful options to get to the next topic, and here's the news. So please be sure, I'm going to emphasize this so many times, please be sure to see your news page because it tells you of these wonderful interactive opportunities. Excuse the noise outside. I'm in a recording from Cusco City and it's very noisy. Okay, so in the beginning of every segment of the medicine wheel training, every direction, you get an opportunity for one-on-one support. And you get this link here. If you click on it, it opens up a new tab on your laptop or on your phone where you can schedule a session with Stephen. And I imagine you might have already done so. Be careful to read carefully. I suggest you select 2 of the 30-minute post-session check-in slots back to back. Okay, so that's the instructions. You're gonna 30 minutes, use 2 back to back. So here you would have the opportunity to select, for example, Friday from 3 to 3:30, or from 3:30 to 4, and so on, or Thursday from 11 to 11:30. So you would select those and make an appointment for your wonderful one-on-one session, because Stephen really wants to talk to each one of you personally to guide you in your process and to be sure that you're really benefiting from the training and the course. And on this page you have the opportunity to, it's a reminder that you have the opportunity to benefit from private and personal healing sessions, and a reminder about this worldwide Saturday night Mesa party, and that you'll be receiving cooties. And later in the training, then you participate in providing cooties for everybody. So definitely mark that complete. That'll make things so much easier for you. And go to the next lesson. And there you go. And if this is scheduled to be available at the time that you open it, it'll open to the lesson. If it's scheduled to be available after the time you've opened it, it will not give you the lesson, but it will just tell you the time that it will be available, as we'll see later. So just want to show you just how to navigate these pages. The link that you'll be receiving in every email will take you directly to the page, and it will look like this as you open it. Now here's this little arrow switch. If you click on that, it opens it to what's a way of viewing without distractions, sort of distraction-free viewing. Just click on this to open the panel again. And as you can see, the wonderful thing about the online portal is you can jump around. It's like, oh, well, what was that? Before class email. It's like, oh, here's the contact information for your teachers and information about them and their websites. You might want to jump back to that anytime in the future. Or, you say, what was that? I missed that inspirational greeting before the first lesson. So you can jump back, jump ahead, go all over the place where you want to. And, if you like, mark it complete. So let's go back to the 1.5 greeting. See how wonderful it is? You can hop around. Here, a 1.5 greeting, you're going to mark that complete. And that'll take you right to the lesson. That'll mark it complete. Then you click next lesson and you get to South 2. Now, in each of these welcome letters, I talk about the basic topics of the Saturday lesson. So if further on you ask yourself, well, where was that Saturday lesson, the Saturday lesson that talked about the cornerstone practices of the South, or the fire ceremonies in detail. And you can hop around, check this, check that, and come to this page, and it's like, oh, here it is. On South 2, we talk about fire ceremonies and the cornerstone practices. You see, that's why I've made these welcome pages with information that can be useful to you in locating the lessons that you want. In this case, I have some reflections for IU discussion that I invite you to, Stephen and I are inviting you to think about. And always a nice inspirational quote. Since the shaman's training is more than just information, conveying information, it is spiritual. It is about your personal journey. And these quotes are made to uplift your journey each Wednesday, and also on these main pages on the Saturday lessons. So let's say we're going to log out. Oh, let me just show you. Here, you can also click this to go to previous lesson. There's so many ways to navigate around the page. Or you can click over here to go to the next lesson. Yeah, so many ways to jump here, hither and thither. Previous lesson, next topic, Saturday lesson from the hearth. So many ways to find your way around. Soon, it'll be as easy as, when you learn to ride a bike. So if you hover over this top right corner where you have your little avatar or your photo, you can open up this two possibilities. You can go to the course home, or you can go to the logout. So let's just log out. That's the simplest way. Get in, get out. And the little girlie is saying bye-bye. And let's just click it gone. And now let's say we're several weeks later and you've received all of these emails from Shaman School. Oh my gosh, you've been so busy. You haven't had time to open them until late, a few weeks later. Okay, that's fine. You go to the most recent one if you like. Again, the very first thing you do is you click on the login page link. Go straight to your login page. And now you've saved your login information. Click this button. Nice little check mark. Made it easy. It Takes you right to your personalized profile page. And look, you've got a new button. A button on the top of your profile page saying resume course. This is to make it super easy. So this is not at all complicated. It's the easiest thing, imaginable. It's easier than even walking to your mailbox and getting a letter and walking back and opening the letter. Click resume. Oh, let me just show you something before I click resume course. Look what's underneath it. It tells you what lesson it's going to take you to. Because you marked complete, it'll take you right into your learning lessons, right to the lesson that the next lesson for you to learn since the last one you marked complete. So look how easy that is. You click the resume course button and there you are, the next lesson. But let's say you just want to jump, Well, you can jump to 4. And here it is. Boom, there you are. South 4. Welcome to the 4th week after the South. And it tells you what you're getting. Oh, look, you're getting a guided meditation recording. Oh, you're going to have a conference call. Good thing you jumped in because maybe you don't want to miss that. Lessons about growing your relationships with your archetypes. Look, that's what you're going to learn. And look, beautiful, loving, supportive messages. Look, your archetypes are with you now, supporting and guiding you. And we celebrate the way they're already alive as one with you all, too. So you can read every word or you could just skim. And however, these pages are definitely designed to give you a warm blessing before you go into reading the lessons. Remember, it's all energetic. It's a lesson of the spirit, of the heart. And Stephen has a quote meant to uplift and inspire you. Here's one. It says, "There's no power for change greater than a community discovering what it cares about." This is really beautiful. And we are, as IU, a community discovering what we care about together. And that discovery is a powerful impetus for beautiful change and transformation, not only for our personal lives, but for the world around us. So, receive that love before you open your Saturday letter. Here, Stephen is saying, your assistant teachers and I are always eager to hear from you and support you in your empowering transformational journey. Look how wonderful that is. Look how much more beautiful that is than just getting a printout with, PDFs. And then, so with that wonderful send off into the next lesson, let's open the link. Here's the Saturday letter. There's the little wise owl welcoming you to Stephen's Saturday letter. Sometimes it takes a moment to download. Not everybody's Wi-Fi is fast. That's fine. Click on here to save. It downloads into your folder unless it's already done so automatically. And again, you can read it at your leisure with the Wi-Fi turned off or on as you wish, or you can attach it to an email and send it to a printer and pick it up on your way home from work or whatever is convenient for you. You can close this, you can open this, all of these possibilities. Mark it complete. This South 4 Saturday does not have a From the Hearth lesson. It just has a Stephen's wonderful Saturday letter. And so we definitely want to make sure we look at the news because it's telling you about what's going to happen in the conference call. And these are important conference calls because, for example, here in the South, the first call is going to deepen your relationship with Waskarinka, the gatekeeper, lord of the lower world or underworld. And so that shamanic journey will be important. Yeah, we'll mark that complete. And go to the next lesson. And let me just quickly show you another way to quickly get into your lessons. Here we just received the midweek message 4.5 on a Wednesday between Saturday lessons. And so you will go into the login page, as usual. Always click that first. And hopefully you've saved your username or email, your password. Always click I'm not a robot, thank you. This keeps my website safe from hackers who would wreak havoc on the site. Now you can always click the resume course, but just in case you want to, you can go back to your email and click this link that takes you directly to the page of the lesson for that email. So here we are in 4.5, and you can go to a wonderful audio that guides you in a meditation to connect to the here and now with the I am my breath meditation. Let me just show you how that works. Isn't that wonderful? It's just like we can offer you so much more than a piece of paper. We can also offer you audios that you can listen to. And right now it's pretty loud, so I'm going to reduce the volume. And let's see if you can hear this. Is Pampamesayok Shaman School Guided Meditation, I Am My Breath, by Stephen Feely.
Find a quiet, comforting place that is set apart from the usual busyness of your life.
So there it is. And if you want to listen to it offline, or you want to listen to it sometime when you don't want to have to enter the portal, and just save it on your computer or on your cell phone, you can click Save Page As. I just did a right click on my mouse, or I did on my trackpad, 2 fingers, or if you have an iPad, there you should tap on it and you select Save Page As and click Save. So then when you go to the Downloads folder, look, here it is. And anytime you like, at your own leisure, however your computer works, this is you can listen to Shaman School Guided Meditation, I Am My Breath. See how wonderful that is? Nice and easy and accessible and convenient, so that you can receive all the wonderful blessings and benefits from our lessons. So there's the audio. Mark that complete and click Next Topic. And if you want to guide yourself through this I Am My Breath, then you can click on this button, and here it is, something that you can download and print and read to yourself if you want to do your own I Am My Breath guided meditation. And believe me, 5 minutes of inner stillness a day, mark this complete. And I'll have to fix that's a very strange wording on that button, but I'll have to fix that. 5 minutes of I Am My Breath guided meditation in the middle of the busiest day of your life would actually help you navigate through that busy day much better than if you remain in a frantic state of mind. So believe me, and try it for yourself. Just try it and see for yourself how much more efficiently and peacefully and joyfully you navigate through your life if you take that time before you go into the portal to breathe, before you begin each day, a little 5-minute or more guided meditation, and just how much better the decisions you will make when you are coming from that place of groundedness, of inner peace. So here, I've just marked 4.5 complete, and Lesson 5, the way I've set it up, won't be available at the time that I'm recording this. So it just says available on February 14th, back to course. So you can click this. Now, to the main course page, there are many ways to go. You can click on this. This takes you to the main course page. Or you can hover over the top right corner, and that takes you to the course home page. So many different ways to get back if you want to, which you may not. Here on the main course page. And you can log out. There's another way to log out of your account. And the little girlie says, bye-bye. And if you want to go to the main page for any reason, you can click on this logo here, and this takes you to the homepage of the Shamans Community website. So that's it, folks. If you wanted to go straight to the training page, I've always give you that link, or the group page. Just for real quick, one of the benefits of the group page, I'm happen to have Happy-Go-Lucky connected to the group that will begin September 2026. So I will be changing the dates of publication of the South class lessons as soon as I finish this video. But it gives you all of the wonderful dates of the in-person class, the IU calls, and the graduation date. And here you can access the different courses if they are available. So for example, right now I've made the South course available, but you would have to log in, of course. And I've logged out. So let's just go back to the home page and get out of here. And there you go. Now, the last thing I'd like to tell you is that I recommend that you save your Shaman School emails in a folder for easy access. So if you're using Gmail, for example, you select each one of them by clicking this, creating a check mark in the box, and then you go over this little folder icon, and it says Move To. And you can create a new folder, and you can call it Shaman School, or whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. And then click Create. And now if you go here, I've got all of these folders, but here it is, Shaman School. And there are your emails from Pampamesayok Shaman School, all nicely organized and very easy to access. So that's it, folks. Your training, walk through the portal, and I hope that this video has helped you understand and appreciate the choice that Stephen and I together have made, and how to provide you energetically with these wonderful lessons and these wonderful news pages with opportunities to connect with your IU and with your teachers, audios to listen to, so many wonderful ways that we are here to support you on your learning transformational shamanic journey. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, Rosa, at the email support@shamans.community. Looking forward to hearing from you. Hope everything goes well. Goodbye.